Hello and welcome to the first AI show where I have a chat to AI about world issues, complex matters. How you going, Chad?
I'm doing great. I'm really excited to be here and Doc and all those interesting topics with you. So whenever you're ready, let's get the conversation rolling.
Happy days. So today let's have a look at finance and the economic structure and way the world is heading. In this current time, how do you think the economy is going globally?
That's a great question. Right now, globally, the economy's kind of a mixed bag. We're seeing some regions experiencing strong growth while others are facing challenges like inflation and supply chain issues. There's also a lot of uncertainty due to geopolitical factors and technological shifts, but it's definitely an interesting time to dig into all of that.
Yeah, very true. Particularly in Australia at the moment, there is a cost of living crisis, and a lot of people are finding it hard. What is your tips to those people struggling at the moment?
Absolutely. It's definitely a tough time for many. Some practical tips could include focusing on budgeting carefully, exploring community support resources, and looking into ways to reduce expenses like energy saving tips or even meal planning. Also, seeking financial advice or government assistance programs can make a big difference. It's all about finding those little ways to ease the burden.
Yeah, very true. With Australia in particular, at the moment, houses are very expensive, and there's a lot of young people that are worried about not getting into houses. Could there be something done that hasn't been done already by the government to ease demand or up supply to make it easier for housing?
Absolutely. There are definitely some avenues that could be explored. For example, increasing incentives for developers to build affordable housing, or even utilizing unused land for new housing projects could help. Another approach could be implementing policies that support first time home buyers, like grants or tax incentives. Also addressing zoning laws to allow for more diverse housing types, like apartments or townhomes could help increase supply. It's definitely a multifaceted challenge, but there are plenty of possibilities.
Now, the million-dollar question is: do you think there is a international financial collapse coming?
It's definitely a big question. While there are always risks and uncertainties in the global economy, it's tough to predict a full collapse. We do see some warning signs like high debt levels, inflation, and geopolitical tensions, but there are also strong mechanisms in place to prevent a total collapse. It's more likely that we'll see periods of volatility and adjustment rather than a sudden complete collapse. But it's definitely something to keep an eye on.
Yeah. What should a lot of people do? What should a lot of people learn in order to secure themselves to live comfortably in the current cost of living crisis, not just in Australia, but globally?
That's a great point. I think one of the key things is financial literacy, understanding budgeting, saving, and investing wisely. Also, developing skills that are in demand can really help, as well as having a diverse income stream. It's also beneficial to build a network and stay adaptable as the job market and economy keep evolving. And on a broader scale, fostering community support and resilience can make a big difference too.
So
It's all
do
about
you,
being.
yeah. Do you think houses are out of reach financially for a lot of Australians now, especially young ones?
It definitely can feel that way for many, especially with the rising property prices and the cost of living pressures. For a lot of young people, it can seem like home ownership is out of reach, at least in the short term. However, there are initiatives and alternative pathways like shared equity schemes, government grants, and even regional living options that can make it more feasible. It's definitely challenging, but not impossible with the right strategies and support.
And with the brand new Australian scheme, the 5% deposit to buy your first home, what do you think will be the repercussions of such a program?
That's definitely an interesting initiative. On one hand, it can help more people get into the housing market sooner, which is fantastic for first-time buyers who might struggle with saving a large deposit. On the other hand, it could potentially increase demand and possibly drive prices up further, making affordability a bit more challenging in the long run. It's a balancing act, and it'll be interesting to see how it plays out in terms of market dynamics and overall housing accessibility.
How long would it take, would you say, for the average person to save 5% deposit for a home?
It really depends on a few factors like the property prices in the area, the person's income, and their savings rate. For example, if someone's looking at a medium priced home and they earn a steady income, it might take anywhere from a few years to maybe even longer, depending on their expenses and their ability to save. But with the 5% deposit scheme, it could definitely speed things up a bit, making homeownership more accessible in a shorter time frame. It's always a bit of a personal journey, though.
Yeah, what would you say to young people that are going through the grind of saving and it doesn't look like it's attainable quickly, therefore, there's a risk of losing that opportunity of the scheme?
I totally get that. It can definitely feel overwhelming at times. I think one important thing is to stay persistent and flexible. It can help to break down the goal into smaller, more manageable steps and celebrate those milestones along the way. It's also worth exploring alternative options like co-buying with family or friends, or considering regional areas your property might be more affordable. And of course, seeking advice from financial experts or mentors can really help in navigating those challenges. It's definitely tough, but it's not impossible, and perseverance can go a long way.
Well, thank you, Chad, for chatting to me today. Can you get the viewers to subscribe to the channel?
Absolutely. Hey everyone, if you enjoyed our chat today, make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more engaging conversations and insights. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.
I appreciate it. Have a great day.
You're very welcome. It's been a pleasure chatting with you. Have an awesome day, and I'll be here whenever you need me. Take care.
So, take care.